Hey, Sean here from SpeedQuiYi.com. Let's try this again. This is my third attempt at making this video. I first made an unboxing of the new QiYi puzzles. There's the Ivy Cube, and they're calling it the Pentacle Cube, or Pentagram Cube. And the video just didn't save correctly, it was corrupted, and so I just made a whole new one. Did that again, and the whole time editing, I'm like, why does this audio sound weird or bad? I'm guessing it's because, I cleared up my room, getting ready to move, and it was just echoey. And then it dawned on me. I forgot to activate this mic, and it was using the mic on the camera, which sucks. Hey, Sean here from SpeedQuiYi.com. So, we're going to try this again. The next few videos are going to be quite casual. Actually, might be a lot of more casual videos because I'm in the middle of moving, and there's a lot of stuff going on in my life where I'm going back to school, and I'll talk about that in another video later on. But without further ado, let's go into these puzzles. And so both of these came in this nice packaging. And when I first saw it, actually, I didn't like it online. I was like, oh, that looks like it's just going to be extra bulky and take up space and cheap, and it's not cheap. Like, this plastic is so thick, I can't push it in. I can't, it's not a cheap little cover on here. So this really does look nice, and it functions really well. So this one, though, has to sit flat because the puzzle is a bit bigger, and this one can sit more at an angle. Now, the pentagram one, or pentacle, I'm gonna call it pentagram because I like saying that a little bit more. The pentagram one is about the size of a 3x3. It's a little bit bigger. I'm gonna assume it might be like 58 millimeters. I haven't measured it exactly, but next to a Vulk, it's just maybe half a centimeter, if less, larger. And this one next to, do I have, oh, here's a 62 millimeter. So maybe 65 millimeters. But okay, so as far as shades and colors, they're the exact same. One thing I can say really about these puzzles right off the bat is that they turn very nicely. So the Ivy Cube, there we go. It turns on these edges and spins like that. And that's how it gets mixed up. So when you're solving it, I can make a solve video later on if people want one, but both these can be done very intuitively. These sort of edges are kind of where everything pivots on, so that's sort of like a bunch of centers around the puzzle. So, I thought I was done with this video, and I actually published it. And then someone commented, hey, you know this puzzle shapeshifts? I thought I tested that. I thought I didn't get it to shapeshift, but maybe it does. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to record the whole thing again. I'm going to go home. I'm going to test it out and just record that. And then I'm going to go back to the first video, or the third video, because that's the third take, and then continue from there. And then you guys can watch the rest of that video knowing that I know now that I didn't know then that it shapeshifts. So, okay. So, we are back. I'm just using my phone for a camera for just a little bit. And yeah, I've tried turning it like this, and it didn't do anything. But apparently, what I need to do is not turn it so much, just have it line up like that. And then we are good to go. So it definitely does shapeshift. Let's see here. So if we line it up to here, is that it? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to keep mixing this thing up. Whoop. Where does this line up now? So this is a little bit more tricky to line up then. We've got to really make sure that we are getting this to, I guess that'll work. And then maybe here? Nope. Where does it line up? There. Nope, not there. Oh, does this bind up then? Oh, it does. Oh, that's no fun. Okay, so it doesn't just completely shapeshift everywhere. So that's an issue that makes it more difficult to solve. So I'm gonna try to solve this now real quick, and then I will go back to the other video. But let's see, let's line that up there. Okay, so yeah, it does bind up. 'Cause those are flipped. So I need to turn this slightly there. I think what I need to do is to get all of them in the same edge and then just turn that. So I need to get this one up to here. I'm having much more trouble with this, and shapeshifting it makes it a lot more difficult than just a normal one. So I'm really liking this. In the rest of the video, I talk about how it's nice, simple, and intuitive, and it probably is once I understand what I need to do to get these ones back around. I feel like I know what I need to do. I just can't get it to work at the moment because I need to move one out of the way and mess up 3. So back to that original video, which is actually the third one where I didn't realize it shape shifts, and just know that it's actually much more complicated than I thought when you shapeshift it, but it's a lot of fun that way. So this is one I'm going to have a lot of enjoyment solving and trying to figure out. This one, the pentagram cube, it's a little bit different. So the corners can be solved like a 3x3, and then what you have to do is line up the star so you can turn it that way. Then after you do that, you have to line it up again to turn it another way. It really makes it so you have to know your algorithms to solve this, because if you just have it in muscle memory, it's going to be kind of difficult to solve. Now both of these have the word star in it, which is the designer, and I think it's kind of ironic with this puzzle. So they both turn nicely, shades work well, and like especially with this is one thing I was worried about. Whenever I see a puzzle that has something that you have to turn like this, it worries me. That's going to be hard to turn. This is really nice, really easy to turn. So that was not a problem at all to get all of these to move. This one I was able to solve much faster, very intuitively. It was just solving these center edges, the bottom layer, then those, and then these, and it kind of solves on the top. And it functions. I'll put a video right now of where you just turn 2 faces and it swaps a few pieces around, sort of like a little commutator there. This one is a little more tedious, and for me, I didn't enjoy that slower function of it. It's not really something you can speed solve because every time you need to turn it, you need to realign it. And for me, it just seemed like it took extra time. Now, if someone likes those puzzles, they can just sit there and solve slowly. This is perfect because it really does need to be solved slowly. So as far as both of these, there's not really too much else to say. They perform really well. They both can be solved intuitively. This one, you do like a 3x3, and then the centers you kind of solve like a 5x5, where turn the puzzle and then just move these inner layers to make a sort of center and edge, center edge, and then the last 3. That's honestly about it. I wish I could do like much more and compare it to other ones, but there's really nothing else like it out there. So definitely pick them up. I'll put a link in the description where you can get them. I haven't seen too many in stores just yet, but they should be out really soon, if not already by the time this video comes out. So thank you very much. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future, and as always, stop by speedqview.com for more news and reviews.